Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Morning Pulse. I'm Kelsey Marier, your host and producer of this weekday digital forecast, formatted newscast that we bring you every weekday morning right here at 8:30 on our digital desk, our digital streaming platforms. I'm happy to have you here. Hopefully you're watching either live on our website, kettc.com, through our live stream, or maybe you're watching on our KETTC YouTube channel. We're happy to have you here either way. I'm also streaming this live on my Facebook page too for all of the viewers out there. So we have several stories to bring you today. We like to keep these headlines as local as possible so that you know what's happening locally in the communities that you live in or the surrounding areas. And so we want to bring you that news wherever you are. So if you're not watching on TV, we got you covered right here on our digital platform. So we're going to start with a developing story that we've been following throughout the weekend. I was still waiting for a little bit more information on this, but we want to bring you up to speed on what's kind of happening in Goodhue County. So authorities over in Goodhue County believe that they have found the body of a man who was missing after a water emergency in the Mississippi River near Lake City. So this morning, we're still waiting some official identification of that person, that man that was recovered from the water. That is still pending from the Southern Minnesota Regional Medical Examiner's Office. So that's kind of the information we're still waiting for at this time. However, authorities say the body of a man that was found by the sheriff's office on Sunday, based on the location of where that recovery took place, it is believed to be that of the missing man that we had first started reporting on Saturday. So kind of taking you back to the beginning of this story, the Goodhue County Sheriff's Office, the sheriff, Marty Kelly, says a 12-year-old girl had actually gotten into the water, into the river there, on Saturday to wade alongside a 56-year-old man who was a close family friend. Well, the sheriff says that witnesses were actually walking along the sandbar in that area when they saw that girl flailing her arms kind of in distress. So a nearby boat had responded to help safely pull her from the river. She was not hurt. However, they say the man apparently went underwater and then never came back up. He never resurfaced. So that's when the man was declared missing. Search crews were out looking for him on Saturday into Sunday, and then a body was found on Sunday. It has not, again, been positively identified as the man involved in this little swimming incident with that 12-year-old girl. So as soon as we learn more information from the medical examiner's office here in southern Minnesota, we'll be sure to share that with you on air and online. Next, we have a story of something that's going on today. We're talking about Houston County's Sheriff, Brian Swedberg, who you see on your screen here, is going to be back in Houston County Court today for a pre-trial hearing. Now, he is appealing his most recent salary increase that was set by the County Board of Commissioners. So taking you back a little here, according to meeting minutes from December 31st of last year, it was recommended that Swedberg receive a 3.5% increase in addition to 6.5% of a salary increase. So that recommendation would have set his salary for this year at a little more than $132,000. However, the recommendation to give that additional 3.5% salary increase failed in a 3-2 vote. And now there is a pretrial hearing today where the sheriff is appealing that. So today's hearing is coming before a court trial that is set to be held in late August. That is August 26th, and that is, again, regarding the sheriff's pay. Our next story takes us to Northeast Iowa. An update out of that area this morning. We're talking about in Hancock County. After receiving a lot of rain and kind of having the county fairgrounds flood from that wet weather, the Hancock County Fair is now set to go full speed ahead for the fair that is actually happening this week. So we saw in a post on Facebook that the fair was thanking some volunteers who were out there helping to move water out of the fairgrounds. They posted these before and after pictures of the fairgrounds. Clearly you can see the before on the left side of the screen. The fairgrounds completely flooded. There's water everywhere. And then the after photo shows that water completely gone. A little bit of a more clear sky and green grass getting ready for the fair, which actually begins tomorrow. So the Hancock County Fair takes place tomorrow, Tuesday, through next Monday, and it all is happening in Hancock County, of course, but the fairgrounds are in the town of Britt. So if you're looking for something to do or interested in any of the fun that's going on there, check it out in Hancock County now that everything, the whole water, the whole fairgrounds is ready to go there. And finally, we are bringing you back to Rochester for our final story this morning because we're talking about how a lot of students still, soaking up those last few weeks of summer break, but others have already headed back to the classroom because today Longfellow Elementary has officially resumed classes. I'm sure they have been in session here for just a little while now since classes started off this morning. Longfellow, which is in Southeast Rochester, is one of the schools here that follows a 45-15 calendar. If you're unaware of what that means or what that's all about, that's where students go to school for 9 full weeks and then they get a 3-week break. And then they also get 6 weeks off for a summer break as well. So with that in mind, we are obviously wishing all of our Longfellow Leopards at the elementary school there and the staff a very happy and good first day back to school, getting back into the routine. It's hard to imagine we're already talking about going back to school already, but for some kids, they start a little bit earlier than others. And so, yeah, happy first day of school back for those elementary students over at Longfellow. And today should be a pretty good day for a first day back to school. Our meteorologist, Ted Schmidt, was talking about how our Monday, he likes to use alliteration, is mellow and mild for our day today. Probably the most mellow and mild of the week, but he is tracking some definite hot days ahead of us here. We have a couple of first alert days we're keeping an eye on for this week due to extreme heat, not due to any severe storms or anything like that. However, there is still going to be chances for rain within the forecast for several days this week, so keep that in mind. But I think Tuesday and Wednesday are the 2 first alert days that we have on our radar here at KETTC due to extreme heat. The heat indexes are going to be going into the hundreds, so it's definitely going to be hot. So make sure to limit your time outside maybe for the next couple of days or be cognizant of that and to stay hydrated as well. If you'd like to learn more about the full forecast, you can go over to kettc.com. Ted always posts his full weather forecast on our website there. You can always check our social medias as well as our free news and weather apps. Got all the information for you wherever you are. Again, that is why we were bringing you this digital forecast, whether you're watching on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer, wherever you are. We hope that this is helpful for you. All right, that is all that I have for you on this Monday morning. I hope to see you right back here tomorrow.